Alright, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Super here, and welcome back to another MK12 video. I've done this for my wish list for returning characters. I've done this for 3D era characters that I think should return in Mortal Kombat 12 that haven't been featured in MK9, X, or 11. So I'm just trying to keep the hype going for MK12 because, to be honest, based on all of Ed Boon's tweets, it seems like Mortal Kombat 12 is the likely scenario that we're going to be faced with as far as a new NetherRealm game, which I think we could all agree in unison that that is the best outcome that we could possibly get as Mortal Kombat fans. They've had almost 4 years to work on this game, and yes, I know the pandemic and all that definitely had to do with this game being delayed so long, but you know, it just gave them more time to maybe come up with concepts that they normally wouldn't have thought of. So I think this Mortal Kombat has the potential to be the greatest of all time. So I want to, you know, keep the hype going a little bit. Also, I'm kind of sick. That's why you guys have been seeing a lot of story mode videos in a row for Mortal Kombat 9, because I can't really, you know, give out that my voice output that I want to if something exciting happens if I'm playing MKX or MK11. So here we go. This is going to be a video of me talking about MK12 gameplay, costumes, features, things I want to return, pretty much everything that I want in MK12. And the short answer, like, I could literally end the video saying that I want MK12 to literally be Mortal Kombat X with upgraded graphics and new characters and, you know, a new game but with gameplay and everything of Mortal Kombat X. That's literally the short answer to this video. So if you want to click off. I hope you don't, because you know, we want to discuss the specifics of things, but let's start off with the gameplay. I want the run button back. I wrote a list here, and these are in no specific order. It's more like what I was thinking about first, and whatever I thought about first, that's what I wrote down. The first thing that I wrote, I want the run button back. We didn't have it in MK9, we had it in MKX, didn't have it in MK11, and hopefully we have it in MK12. I think the run button opens up the game to be more offensive, because you could be in your opponent's face within 1 second from full screen, and it sort of you know, takes away from, it does take away from defense, to be honest, but I think one of the reasons why MKX is so loved is because it was so offensive, and the run button definitely helped it out. It also opens up different combo potential that you wouldn't have normally if you just have dashes, even if they're quick dashes. Because if you launch your opponent a little bit, like maybe mid-screen or something like that, you could easily just run to your opponent, continue your combo, no problem. But if you're dashing, you're limited to a certain amount of space that you could cover. So I think just the run mechanic opens up more offense, more combos, more fun. Following along with that, I said at the beginning of the video, or I guess 2 minutes in, that I could just end the video by saying I want Mortal Kombat X2, right? I want the neutral jump punch to come back. Again, I think neutral jump punch, literally the only thing it does, honestly, it stops people from just jumping. Like, if they're consistently jumping, you have an easy way of dealing with it instead of just doing a down 2, getting your 12%, or trying to do a stand 1 and accidentally have them jump in on you. Like, if you know your opponent's going to jump, you instantly do neutral jump punch and it bounces them up. You could go into your combo. But that's pretty much the only reason I want neutral jump punches to come back, because they are a free combo extender. You pretty much get a free juggle to keep your combo going. I think like 90% of the combos in this game involve a neutral jump punch. There's some specific ones that might not, but most of the combos in this game, you're always going to see someone do a neutral jump punch, your opponent bounces, they go into something else. So gameplay features, I want to see the run back, and I want to see neutral jump punches back. All right, another gameplay feature that I think we missed in MK, that guy just quitality after like 20 seconds. Another gameplay feature that wasn't really highlighted in MK11 was meterless launchers for every character. Not only combo strings, but special moves. I don't think, man, off the top of my head, I can't really think of too many characters that have meterless launchers. Aaron Black has one if you attach a specific ability. But most of the time, for example, Scorpion Spear in MKX was a meterless restand. You know, you just spear your opponent. You don't have to spend a bar of meter. You get a free restand to continue your combo. I think things like that should come back because it opens up the game to be more fun. And that's pretty much my entire wish list for MK12 is just to be more fun. I don't care about how competitive it is. I don't care about I really don't care about anything other than the game being fun, to be honest. If Ermac doesn't return but the game is fun, I could care less. Well, maybe I wouldn't say I could care less, but fun is literally the only thing that I am thinking about with MK12. So opening up the game to have more meterless launchers via combo strings or normal moves, it's just going to make things more fun. It's going to open the game up to more creativity. Man, there's so many characters in Mortal Kombat 11 that have 0 meterless launchers as far as like special moves. Like there's some characters that might have like 1 launcher with a combo string, but they have 0 meterless launchers with special moves. And there's even a lot of combo strings and even crushing blows that look like they should launch the opponent, but then they don't. It's just a hard knockdown, and you know, you get the 30% whatever. But I think a lot of people would rather see a little bit more creativity, and they would take away the 30% instant damage in order to another quitality. Wow, I was putting in work with Ermac here in order to get a little bit of variety with combos. All right, next up here. All right, this one might be a little controversial. Maybe it won't be. I'm not sure how people look at custom variations, but I think they gotta go. I think that custom variations were a good idea, but there's so many moves that are absolutely useless, and there's a lot of moves that you can't even pair up with other moves because they have the same button input. I think that if they're going to have variations, they should just do either 2 or 3 variations. Bring it back like Mortal Kombat X. They actually did that at the beginning of the game for the competitive scene for no reason at all, because they designed the game to be a custom variation game. But at the beginning of like the competitive season and Combat League and all that, they had their 3 variations. Actually, they started with 2, and then they ended up making a 3rd variation specifically for like ranked. And then like 2 years later, or a year and a half later or something, that's when they opened it up. So make up your mind, NetherRealm, please. If they want to bring back custom variations, have that at the beginning of the game. But I think they got to go. If they want to stick with variations and not have just one character have all the best moves, like in MK9, for example, you just have one character, no variations, that's it. You know what you're going to get every single time. If they're going to go with that, all right, go with that. You know, I don't mind that. Give the character the best moves. But if you're going to go with variations, they should just have 3 variations like they had in MKX. Preset, no customs, bam, that's it. I think that's the way to go. I don't really like custom variations like that. It does open up to different moves that probably wouldn't make it onto a normal game. For example, Terminate for Terminator, you get infinite armor. It's just a move that you could use in player matches, have fun. The endoskeleton, another perfect example. You know, those would be lost, but at the same time, how many people other than maybe hardcore Terminator fans and idiots like myself trying to win a match with the endoskeleton, how many people are actually going to use those specific moves? It's not too many. So I think custom variations have to go. All right, I think we could all agree on this one. I think they should come back, or they should have tag mode return. I don't think tag mode would ever be something that would be like competitive, but like I said, I think they should focus on the game being just really fun. And obviously they could make the game like really fun and focus on that, and then balance it for like a competitive setting at the same time. It doesn't have to be like just pre-launch Mortal Kombat X, where everything was insane. They could balance it over the course of time if something is actually like too broken and stuff. But I think they should focus on the fun, and I think tag mode is just a really fun game mode. I don't know if I would want to see it the way it's implemented in MK11 or MK 9, where you have assists that are like insane. You have some like crazy ass assists. I definitely think they should have assists, but maybe like you could pick, kind of like Marvel, where you have 3 different assist types and you could pick one, and that's the assist your character has. I think that's a better way to do it, because in MK9, I think, and also I think in MK11 in the tag ladder, I think each character has 4 different assists that you could pick from, which is pretty nuts. So if they do have tag mode, I think they should have it like Marvel, where you could choose from 3 different assist types. All right, here's another one. I feel like instead of having a traditional story mode, they should go back and at least try to bring back conquest mode for this game. Imagine how awesome a conquest, like a deception conquest mode would look while implementing the story mode, like in Armageddon, because in Conquest it was more you're going through the tutorial. They could actually do that in MK12 too. They could make a conquest mode similar to Deception, where it's just you going around, you have your objectives, but the entire point of conquest mode is to learn the game. You pretty much learn every single character, you learn their moves, and it's just really, really fun. So I think instead of a traditional story mode, they should implement the story mode, but also like create a conquest mode where they could implement that story. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but if they don't want to do that and they don't want to have a standalone story, I think they should make the tutorial a conquest mode. It doesn't even need to be like an insanely long conquest mode, but just having it there as like a deception tutorial instead of a traditional tutorial would be pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, here's one that I think not too many people are going to be complaining about, but it's something that I really miss as a, content creator, but at the same time, someone who has no patience with grinding. In MKX, for $20, you could unlock every single skin, every single fatality, every single brutality that a character would have in the crypt. For $20. So instead of having to grind the crypt and get currency opening up, caskets in the crypt, you could actually just pay $20 and skip all that, get everything off the bat. That's something that I really, really think needs to come back, man, because the grinding that you had to do in MK11 and Injustice 2, for example, oh my God. It could be really, really annoying and just time consuming and not fun. The people who still want to grind, they could grind all they want. They could play the towers. But for people who are impatient and don't really want to do that, excuse me. See, I told you I was sick. For the people who don't want to do that, let us pay $20 and unlock the whole thing. Thank you very much, NetherRealm. I don't think it'll ever come back because they want replayability for the game for everybody. And they know that majority of people have 9-to-5 jobs, have to go to school. How much could they really grind to unlock everything in the game, right? Or how long would it take? Okay, here's another one. I think a lot of people could agree with this one. I don't want custom skins anymore. I think it was a nice concept from Injustice and then MK11, but I want traditional skins. I want skins like MK9, MKX, where it's just a costume. That's it. You don't have to customize it. If you want to have classic costumes, just have a UMK3 costume, have MK2 costume, have a Deception costume, whatever, right? And that way they could their artists could come up with their, creativity without having to, oh man, is this mask going to work for this? How many masks and how many like headpieces, chest pieces, accessories and all that, how many of those are almost identical to each other in MK11? There's like so much dead weight when it comes to gear. So I really think that they should just have traditional skins return. I think everyone will be happy with that. I know that there's going to be characters like Scorpion and Sub-Zero, who get like 1 billion of them, while other characters, maybe newer characters, get like 1 or 2. But I mean, that's just the name of the game when it comes to popular characters. But as long as they bring back normal skins, you know, there's going to be skins that you're going to love. There's going to be skins that you hate. But you're not going to have a lot of dead weight when it comes to things looking almost identical to each other. All right. 2 more, right? Yeah, these are going to be quick. So this one is maybe specific to me. No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people want to get more brutalities because that's one of the most fun ways to end a match in any fighting game in the history of fighting games. Brutalities. Make the requirements to get brutalities easy for all brutalities. Just have it, okay, hold forward, hold RB, hold Y, hold back, hold down. Instead of, oh, you have to be at 50% or under 50%, over 50%. You must get first hit. You must fucking buy Blanche's cookies in order to unlock this brutality. Like, there's just so many dumb requirements that I think it's unnecessary, because even in competitive matches, everyone wants to finish off their opponent in style. So why not make brutalities easier to get with more simplified requirements? Again, thank you if they do that. And last but not least here, I want friendships to return. I think they were adorable. You know, if somebody, wants to end the match with some sort of finisher, a friendship, you can't get mad at that, you know? Obviously, you have a rough match, they beat your ass, and then they fatality you. You're going to get pissed off, but of course, it's a part of Mortal Kombat, you know? Of course, they keep the fatalities. I didn't even have that because that's Mortal Kombat. But when somebody like beats your ass and then they give you friendship, you know what? Sometimes it's even worse, to be honest. At least for me. But no, they're cute. They're a nice way to show some respect to your opponent after the match. I don't want mercies back. I think mercies, at least for me, when somebody mercies me, I prefer them just to finish me off, you know? I don't want to have another chance at beating my opponent after they deservedly won the match. I just want to, all right, finish me off, move on to the next match. Also, there's some brutality requirements that require you to mercy in MK11, which I always hate. So I don't want mercies back, but I do want friendships to return. And with that being said, I think that's it. That's literally everything that I want for Mortal Kombat 12. I think that would make a insanely fun game. And as far as competitive, they could balance off, they could balance things to cater to competitive. But once the game actually comes out and, if things are too broken, they're too broken. Patch them. Obviously, no infinites like Liu Kang's when the MKX first came out, stuff like that. But I think we could all agree, like, as viewers, we want to see a crazy ass game being played by competitive players, because these guys are the best of the best, and we want to see how broken they can make the game. Like, MKX in the first 2 years was the most fun competitive game that I've ever seen, because every match was crazy. Even people who were in the lower brackets, I forgot what they call them, lower brackets, pools. Yeah, even I would even watch people in pools that I had no idea who they were, but a lot of times the games would be exciting because the game was exciting. So that's all I want, man. I just want an exciting Mortal Kombat game, because if we get something that's fun, it's not only going to attract us core Mortal Kombat fans, but it's going to attract the casual viewer, the casual player, and that really ends up being about, I don't know, 75% of their market when it comes to sales, because us in this community, even on YouTube, Twitter, the FGC, whatever, we're very, very small compared to the casual fan base that games try to cater to bump up the sales. So if MKX or if MK12 or MKX2 would be my dream come true, if the game is like displayed right from the start as like fast paced, fun, instead of being like slow, it's going to attract a lot of casuals from the beginning, and they might end up being like you and I, that, you know, they like the game so much they want to devote more time into it, bam, we have more people joining the fighting game community. So that's all I want. I just want a fun game. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment with anything that you disagree with, agree with, or anything that you think I missed out on. Until next time, I will see you later.
What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys do so. And if you want to see some more, there's videos popping up on the screen right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.